Hey, hi everyone. Good evening. Hi AK, Shanks, Suno, Gar, Madesh. Let's start day 3. Okay. I hope you all are doing well. Let's share my screen first. Okay. Let me know if you can see my slide. Module 7. Okay. Good evening, Manish. Sumati, yes. Okay, cool. Okay, let's start. So, folks, we have already done like day one, what we have done. We have cleared what is Dart and things, right? And yesterday, what we have covered is we have created login pages and things, right? And we have understood what types of widget in detail, right? Today, what I will be cover like end to end. We will be having basics, right? Like we have created a one screen. Okay, behind the scenes, we have already studied in day one, right? So what we will do today is creating screens, and we will be attaching, right? If in case you have seen Figma, so it we will be creating those whole things, right? The flow, right? How the apps look like, right? But behind the scenes, right, we have two pages, right? Let's suppose we have a splash screen, login page, right? Create account page, right? And then what runs behind the scenes, right, in Flutter, to be specific. We will understand that today. Okay. Rohit Chobe, yes. Hi Harish. सर्टिफिकेट लाइक आप डिस्क्रिप्शन में देख लो एक बार. Okay, there is a link, and let's start. Okay, we have already done with the 6 modules. We have a module 7, navigation. Okay, what basic navigation means, right? Can please anyone just word navigation, what you mean by that, right? Can anybody know, have heard of navigation, or like not, I'm talking about general, in general, not in app term, like have you ever heard of Google Maps, Apple Maps? Obviously, Shanks, going from one screen to, yeah, like just chill, like I'm talking in general navigation, like that, like just understand step by step. Go. Good, like I can see, like you have already knowing the basics. It's a good thing. Okay, cool. So basically, navigation means it will be having a flow, right? Like let's suppose in general also, right? In Google Maps we have a navigate, right? So what it does, right? Navigating from one road to another, right? Basically, you can travel across one road to another with the help of navigation. Yeah, navigating that application, right? But what we actually mean by in our application term, right? Route to reach a destination. Yeah, good sentence to explain the both terms, right? So I will be showing you some like things. Okay, cool. So what we have created yesterday. Okay, okay. What we have done to yesterday, login pages created. Okay, and similarly we can have sign up ready as well. But what I can do with this, right? Only login page can be a project? No, right? So someone was asking me कि सर हम project बनाने वाले हैं क्या, like will be a project cover? So yes, the concept will be covered, obviously, right? So if in case you can already understood the concept, so like let's suppose you know how to like put a brick with whatever like cement, right? So you can build a building. So just focus on concept, right? So you can build like anything, right? The application and whatever, right? So that's the thing. So we have done login, we have done sign up, okay. But how we will be going to landing pages, right? You can say कि okay okay हम किसी ने route to एक you have written as route हम कर सकते हैं, right? But how in Flutter, right? So I will be covering that, okay. So what we have here is same thing what AK said, same word routes, right? But like we have different things, right? Let's suppose we have behind the scenes working of the pages, right? So let's suppose you have added login screen right here. Mm, good. So you have a login screen, and then what you have added, like without removing it, just imagine you are stacking up, right? So what will happen? Sometime you see the sometime like apps crash hote, right? That's not a same reason, but how to connect a backend to front end. Okay, like Manish, I will be covering that as well, don't worry. Okay, so let's like understand the front end part. Like this is like framework for front end only right now, right? We can use like with the dart, but we are covering it for front end. But yeah, you can like still integrate APIs, so I will be like showing you that as well. Okay, so first understand this. Okay, we have a login screen, right? Then what you have added is sign up, right? It can be stacked, okay. Like if in case you have seen single page be like sign up hota hai, right? Once you tap there is two tabs, sign up and login. So you can do that, right? But after landing page you have signed in a user, right? Do we need this, right? Do we need this login or sign up pages? Because like in like big projects you have to save the login info, and like whenever user wants, so आप like authenticate karo, okay, via like we have lots of like ways to for that. You can like scan the face ID and whatnot, right? But do we need that again? No, right? So we can do like we can remove it, right? We can remove this thing, okay. And we can just have our, okay, we can have like only have our landing page for forever, right? So we will be removing these things from stack, right? So that's navigation, okay. So that's pushed, popped means you have already removed. सर अपने जो सर्टिफिकेट का लिंक दिया है वहाँ पर सिर्फ अटेंडेंस मार्क हो रहा है और दिख रहा। ओके, सो हरीश, लाइक वो अटेंडेंस आप कर लो, राइट? Once you do the attendance for 3 days, I guess you will be getting it. And let's upgrade team can like guide you well. Okay, I guess the basic procedure is same only. Okay, that's not a big thing. Okay, just focus on Harish like study right now what we are doing. Okay, all in one documentation. Yeah, here is for a reference, Harish. Okay. Okay, navigator manages the stack of screens in your app. Okay, so I have told already told you ki how we will be managing this. Okay, but so how like what I have to type in the code, right? Let me show you the example of that as well. So I will be showing you how navigator works. Okay, So here is our screen. Okay, this is basic application. So let's suppose you want our function. Okay, so meanwhile, we have already covered this thing. If in case you are new or attending for today, okay, so we have already completed this part. Okay, you can go through this. Okay, so after on press button, you want your user. Okay, see, we don't have second page, but do we have this navigator dot pop until remove route, remove, replace, right? So for login page and sign up page, what you will do, guys? I have already told you what you will do. Like we have lots of option here, right? So what you will do in within this? We have like one or two options. You can choose in between, but what you will do? Screen is not visible, is it? Okay, now folks, now it's visible. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, so hmm. So we have lots of options here. Yeah, now it's visible. Thanks, Mohanraj Manish. Thanks for like letting me know. So what we will using? We will be using for sign up and login page. I want answer. Like I know the screen is visible already. We have lots of option here, right? What we will be using? Like we have to remove from our stack the screen have to be removed. Can you see something? Obviously, that's not remove word, but can you see something? Okay, okay. I have to pop. Yeah, yeah, right, Manish. Okay, finally we have got the answer from. Okay, someone. But you will be learning like lots of things. But for now, we can pop, right? And what we can do, we can create a page or something and material page route. So that will be context and okay. So if in case someone is like very much of kind of uh, right, I'm repeating again. So if in case someone wants to learn in deep depth, right, which everyone have to be, so you can learn word by word as well, right? So yeah, we have material page route and we are navigating to another page which is our second page which is not created yet, right? So we can do that, but for now what it was, we are not using any screen, right? So that's why they have increment counter what we have learned or like already seen in yesterday and day before yesterday as well, right? Cool. So that's routes, right, can be pushed, add, popped or replaced, right? You can replace as well, push as well, and pop as well. We have seen the example where we have to use, right? uh, we will be replacing, right? So let's suppose you want login, we can replace the whole login and like yeah, sorry, login and sign up pages with our login screen. Okay. Or like after all, you have to design, right? Alone you can't decide what needs to be done. Okay. The routes, like things have to be clear, the flow, so that's why we need designer. So they, like, or product manager as well. So yeah, like we need that, right? We need them, right? So that's how they works, and give the idea to developer, right? So I hope it's clear right now. Okay, till now. Okay, so it's sometime you sometime, or not many of the time, but yeah, sometime if in case your app is crashed, right? Or you are creating something and you're like like जैसे अगर you are opening the login page and it is showing nothing, so understand that's a navigation problem. Okay. So we have named route as well. So what it does, right? Like, let's suppose you have big application like 70-80 screen, right? What you will do? Okay. So that's when it comes to this. We have, like, reference it with this. Okay. So it is having detail screen, home screen. Okay. So you can define it and use it. Okay, how this is like be used? Okay, push named. So if in case okay, let me show you the example of it as well. So what we can do here is, see this, right? So we have this option as well. Screen is blur. uh, okay, let me increase the font size. I hope it's visible to you right now. Cool, cool. Thanks, Vedant. Okay, cool. So what we have here is how to use that name parameter, right? So we have push name, but in that as well we have lots of things, right? Whenever you are seeing this name thing, right, we have the same. Okay. So what, how we will be using this? This is the same way, right? Context, once we define it, right, you can use in this way, right? Navigator dot push name context, right? Right. So obviously we haven't defined yet, but if in case the recommendation is already there, right, we can use it in this way, but we haven't defined, so this will be won't be working for us. So yeah, if in case I will be passing this as second, so it will, like, end up nowhere because we haven't defined this, right? So yeah, that's how you like, because see everything, we have a class name as well, right? So someone was asking yesterday a custom widget, right? You after this stateless state widget, you can sometimes you need to be creating again and again a button, right, with the same design. So if in case you have used grow or any trading application or any application in general as well, so they follow the design rule, right? So your button should look like the same everywhere, and like it can small or big, but the basic concept of designing or theming will be the same. So that's how your user attached to your application. So that's a design system, right? uh, okay, cool. So yeah, so that's why we use this named routes and like things everywhere, right? Module 8, handling data. So yeah, someone was asking how like we will be integrating like the API, right? Before that, we have a big question: how we will be managing state. I mean, how we will be managing the data, right? Behind the scene, everything is data, right? So we have lots of APIs data coming and things, right? And we have a lots of 60 70 pages and things. So can we use set state for that? Okay, state is any data that can change in your app, right? So set state is simple state changes within a widget. But do you think we can use it for big application? It's clear and visible, Rohit. Okay, cool. So, do you folks think कि like बड़े-बड़े like organization they are using it like the set state and things? No. So after a while you can't. Okay, so you need a particular protocol for that, right? You need some rules already defined, right? How we have a protocol, what we call as architecture, right? Have you heard of this term called as MVC, model view control, MVVM? If in case like someone is from .NET background or Java background, have like already maybe something similar. Yes, cool. Okay, MVVM. So what we mean by that, MVVM, right? This is nothing but we have to follow some architecture according to our need, right? So let's suppose you have a basic MVP minimum product, right? You need to get in like 10 15 screens elsewhere, right? And we have not lots of API, we don't have lots of API in it. So what we can use MVC and basic a base after set state you can learn is getx, but we have another thing is riverpod, and we have a block, then we have lots of state management, right? So state is nothing but your pages, right? So your data coming, right? So how we will be interacting with it with the like bunch of data. So we have this protocol what we call a state management, right? So we have lots of things, but I prefer block. Okay, if in case you have a big chunk of data, or we have a lots of API, so you can use block, and we have qubit as well. But if in case you are starting, you can use provider as well. Okay, so uh, in and out, the concept is same for all state management. Okay, but we will be seeing how things work, right? Here we have a beautiful example. Okay, stay. So if in case you are very new, so we have already covered, right? Plus one. Okay, yesterday in, right. So we have a state management. Okay, now you will see class counter provider not using stateless or stateful widget max. Okay, so what we are using it right now is change notifier, right? So that's how our state manager is starting, right? So if in case you will use this, okay, let's break it down. Okay, obviously it will be giving like material and we have to use provider as well. Okay, okay, cool. So what we are extending right now is a class that can be extended or make that provides or change notify a or native notification API using void callback for notification. Okay, it is like for adding listener. Okay, it is listening continuously, and we are using the same thing, right? If in case you remember, we are incrementing numbers yesterday by set state, right? Right now we are not using set state, right? So what we are using, right? We have change notifier here and using the same thing, right? And it is notifying the listener who is listening to it key we have to adding plus one. That's mean plus one, right? So it will be incrementing, right, by plus one. And I have a question for you guys. I hope if in case someone was listening yesterday, so okay, what it will do, what this particular thing will do, I have already covered yesterday, right? I'm watching in comment section. It's very basic. See, thanks. Okay, cool. Thanks to AI. See, it is already understood. Okay, minus number. Yes, yes, yes. Obviously, right? So it will be decrementing that particular thing. Okay. So we are using it, right? State management with provider. Cool. Harish, Manish. Right, right, right. Perfect. Okay. So we have done our logic is already defined here. Okay. So it can be anything. This is particularly for incrementing or decrementing, but you can do anything, right? If in case you want to update your like page, or like you can like do your own logic perform here, right? Whatever you want to change in the state, right? If in case folks, if in case you will deep dive now, you want to understand how the things are working, then again you will tap on it. Okay, we are already in this package. Okay, because see, behind the scenes everything is working or written in same, so it is abstract class. And if in case you will deep dive now, see, listenable, right? But if in case you want to again search, so it is started by that stateful or stateless widget only, right? Behind the scenes. Okay, it is cool. So this is basically the behind the scenes SDK, your SDK. If in case you will go with the path, you will find it Flutter packages, right? So yeah, that's how this is working, right? Now what we have done is created a my app. So under this we can do our things, right? So this will be having the context as well. Context means we are passing the whole what we are doing right now in this, right? So let's go back to our managing state slide. Okay, cool. So we have done this increment with the provider. Okay, so that's a provider for you. We have a river port, we have a blog. If in case someone want to create, learn something, start with provider. Okay, that's a very basic, and it's a kind of like low code, low kind of code. We don't need so much of code to write there. So that's how why I'm recommending it. But for like block, you have to write a lot of boilerplates and things. So yeah, that's how things work. But for big application, you need to define that. So let's create a to-do app. Okay, putting it all things together. Okay, what we will be having here is add new task, mark task as complete. Okay, delete task, persist data between sessions. Okay, so we have code here as well. Okay, if in case you will deep dive what we have functions, so the similar things we have, add a new task, add to do, right? Or we are using same thing, right? We are we are not incrementing or decrementing value, right, value in this, but we are using it for another logic, right? And again our stateless widget comes for rescue, right? And we have a things here. Let's create or it's a crud operation, folks. Cool. So what we have here is three things, right? Add, toggle, and delete, right? If in case you know already or have done this, right, to learn how things work in API works. So that's a basic thing, right? Adding, subtracting the removing the data, and deleting, right? And then updating, right? We have a CRUD here. Now what we are doing is creating the same class with the stateless, right? If in case someone is watching here, it is different thing. Okay, what we used to earlier, we used to do after body, what we used to do, column, right? If in case you remember, but we have a consumer here, right? But why we have this thing here, right? If in case you have the method consumer isn't defined, okay, that's a error. But if in case you will highlight this thing, right, so it will give you whole idea why and where it is coming from, right? So we have already defined here. Okay, it is taking that context. Okay, consumer, and we have a list view builder to build our list. Okay, again we are using the same things what we have already defined in this, right? So let's run this, right? Because output अगर नहीं दिखेगा तो no one will be understanding what we are doing. Okay, first let's okay, adding. So provider is we have to add this in the pubspec.yaml. Okay, here it is added. Okay, latest version. If in case you don't want to like define a version, or you don't know the version, just remove it. That's it. Okay, okay, we need to create a page as well. So okay, it will be creating that page as well. It's not a class, so we don't have this page. Let's create another file. We will be calling this as dot dot. Cool. Material done. Now if in we will be go there, so yeah, right, the error is removed, we have added the things, everything is done. Okay, let's add some things, right? Done. Let's run it, folks. Okay, okay, I can't run, so you won't be seeing. So okay, let's run on. Okay, folks, we have I have already told you, right? So we have a website, macOS, and like everything is here, right? So I have running on macOS. So let's create a macOS application. Okay, so if in case you want to create a exe file, you can. If you want to create a macOS application, kind of what we are using like a cursor, you can. And if in case you want to see a product, okay, so there are lots of product, I know. How many of you have like heard of pieces for AI? Yes, so no, if in case you know everything, right? So like sometimes the AI is writing for you, right? So I was telling you yesterday only, right? So if in case it is writing something, right, open that thing and learn, at least for 1 or 2 years, right? Try is one. Try, yeah, try is basically a free one, right? uh right now they are yeah, this is that's free for you right now. Try, but there are lots of like cursors alternative available. Try is one of them. And yeah, that's a good application. I have seen people are using it in my office as well, so that's a good application. Same AI, the model is the same available for there as well. And yeah, so folks, have you heard of pieces for AI? Pieces for AI, something. I hope I am not pronouncing it wrong. Pieces for devs, I guess. So that's why I am highlighting that name, is basically because of that whole application is made in Flutter. Whole application. Okay. We ran into some problems, I guess. So where we can see this here, we have done something very basic. Okay. It is running. Okay. Can we run this on our like website as well? Yeah, on Chrome we can do that. Folks, if in case you have like less memory or less memory in your device, don't do this kind of things what I am doing right now. So it will like make your Android Studio very like heavy, and it will heat up like a lot. So that's why we like also call our Android Studio as iron, right? So yeah, meanwhile it's running. Okay, we have already done with the CRUD operation what we have here. Okay, basic logic is here only. Okay, and let it run. And let's understand things. What we have here is dialogue, right? So let's suppose like I don't you don't know anything, right? Just highlight and wait. Okay, so just scroll it, display a material dialog about the current contents of the app. So if like let's suppose I don't know anything, right? With material entrance and exit animations, right? So if in case you have that dialog box and things are coming, so everything is widget, right? So on press it will be showing this, right? Show dialog. And we have a toast message as well, right? Like lots of things we have, like toast message, whenever you see that like payment confirmation, or like or pop, like a chip kind of thing popping up for you, and that's a basic thing. I guess it is running. It's not, I guess. No, it's not running. So okay, okay, just pass the errors and it will be solving it, and we can focus on our things, right? So I can show you after some minutes, right? So I have a problem, splash screen, how to remove Flutter splash screen and add own created one. So what you want to do, you want to create so what you can use it, drive animation or things. So we have a package for everything, we have a for everything we have a package. Okay, let me show you a package what you can use. What you want, Priyanshu? Splash screen Flutter. Just type this. See, we have for everything we have like splash screen is available. If you want to create, before that we have to see this. This is very important, folks. So just 1 year ago I was creating a AR thing, okay, and I didn't see this, right? So for 1 hour I was testing in my Android device, and where it was iOS. Okay, so that's why it is very important to see here first, and then we can go to example how things work, right? You can go here, and let me so they have defined here. Must be must be here. Okay. So this is an example. Cool. Here it is. Right. So in main they have because the first screen you will seeing, Priyanshu, your splash screen. So that's how you will be defining it, and that's a package for you. Flutter native splash 2.4.6. Okay, and you can go through this as well. I guess they don't have. See, we have a video GIF as well. So this is once you tapped on this, the Flutter logo is coming. That's a splash screen. I do study for that. Okay, cool. So if in case, folks, sometime you stuck somewhere, right? You don't able to understand just like which package to use. So we have a Flutter James, right? So for everything we have a packages splash screen. See, Priyanshu, these many packages are available, so choose which is very popular. Okay, this is rating. Okay, flame, splash screen. So Folks, how many of you were there yesterday? So can you see this? The word flame. So yeah, for everything, yeah, the game what we have created yesterday, right? Onboarding carousel for everything. Like you can go game development, 3D, chat gpt, llm. For everything we have like ocr, whatnot, right? Add for database, right? We have lots of things are available to use it. Okay, if in case we will be deep diving right now in like let's create a basic application first. Okay, where we will be creating with a particular API. Okay, we will be binding a API. Okay, what we will be needing for that, there is a two package very popular, HTTP and TO, right? I will be okay. The to do is complete. Okay, so first let's ask the questions, right? Quiz time is here. What is the difference between push and pop navigation? So think about adding and removing screens. What it will do? We don't have Manish. We don't have like KBC here. I have to answer. What is the basic difference, right? Push and pop. So in hint only we have answers. Within the hint only we have answers. You just need to remove two to three words in that. Anyone? Or should I tell directly? Okay, so that's adding and removing things. So push and pop, right? When would you use provider instead of set state? Okay, so I have push used to and code. So no Manish. Okay, when would you use provider instead of set state? Right, it will be popping up, right, Manish? Okay, so second question, think, and we have a hint as well. We have a hint as well. Is think about sharing data between widgets. Cool. What is the main advantage of named routes? Why we will be using this, right? Slash home slash screen slash splash screen, or no, splash screen can't because that's the start point, right? Splash login screen, splash sign up screen, home page, right? So easily we can maintain it if in case our code base is very big. So that's where it can help a lot, right? So let's deep diving deep dive in like okay, we have answers here. Named route make navigation more organized and maintainable by centralizing route definition, right? So we have an answer. You can take a screenshot of it. And yeah, let's create a basic application where we will be using HTTP. Let's use HTTP. Let's remove all of the things. Cool. Save. Done. So what we will be creating, we will be creating a basic app with HTTP. Okay, and let's use provider. Okay, and folks, why we don't use virtual device will be easy to understand for us also. Okay, cool. I can connect because the virtual device. See, the thing is, if in case I will connect to that, the blur will be like. If in case I can connect the uh, device, so that your like the screen will be more blurred. So that's why let's share that as well. I can show you here. That's not an issue. So, folks, I was asking something: is there anyone who is who like we did yesterday, right? Let's create a basic app with HTTP calling her API of weather, right? So, what we will be using it the we have a three four things here, right? We will be using HTTP as in to use it for API calling. Okay. Uh, Let me show you the package as well. Flutter. So HTTP package is basically a package to use it with AI. Sorry, bad with API, not AI, right? So yeah, how we will be calling? We have a use example here, right? So we will be seeing this, right? See, you have to define URL. We will be getting 200, 500. Okay, so folks, what big question, right? What we mean by this 200, 500, 404? Like whatever, like the API response. Anybody? Smart people pop think of it is. Yeah, Imran. Nice. Anyone? 200. What is mean by 200? 200 is error code? No. I guess you meant to say like the 400. 500 code. Okay. Status code. Nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, this is like that response what we get, it is 200. 200 means okay, okay, Manish. Nice. Okay, cool. So 200 means we have got if in case. So what we have done here is they done here is if response is equal to the status code is equal to 200, then our thing is working. Okay, that's why we have put 200, and we will be converting the JSON decode body into. Okay, again we have is map here, the similar face again, right? And string and dynamic will be the total item, and we will be doing this, right? I hope our code is ready and cooked. It had a lots of things. Okay, so what it does, stateless widget, right? And then what we have here is services API key. Okay, so we will be needing this. We should use open source, but anyways, okay. Folks, how many of you know this thing? What we have here, it's not like a normal code here, right? We don't have anything, but still it is pain. So we have a model, right? So whenever we are getting, right, a response, you have requested, the response will be like given by that API, but how we will be interacting with it, right? So we need something called as models, right? Models as in to catch electricity name, right? Obviously we have a, how can we accept like expecting the response because we haven't added the API key, right? We need API, so we can do this. Okay, the basic logic we will be understanding here is what we mean by this. Okay, just think how many things we will be getting from that response, right? So the these things are already provided, but you have to understand this. This is a parameters, right? What we are getting from that. Okay, and we have to put in these things, right? So this is a model, right? In which format we have here, right? To double and things. Okay, this is basic model. And where it is defined in services, right? We have a city here, what we have defined there, right? We will be getting the city here, and we are passing this particular URL with the base URL here will be added, right? We have a base URL. Let's remove this, directly add here. We will understand better. Okay. So again, we have a parameters city API key. It is checking, right? And if response dot status code is equal to 200, then return weather model, which is already defined here, right? Folks, कुछ समझ में आ रहा है कि सब ऊपर से जा रहा है? इफ इन केस नॉट, तो हम थोड़ा सा एक अच्छा गेम वगैरह या कुछ ऐसा कुछ क्रिएट करें, बेसिक लाइक अ गुड एग्जांपल. सो मीनवाइल लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस. सो 200 अगर आ रहा है तो व्हाट वी विल बी getting is in return is this model. If something is not right, it's not 200. Okay, so 200 matlab everything is okay, green signal. If everything is apart from this 200, we will be getting errors, right? So the user should know, right? So if in case 400 आपको दिखा, तो you will understand. What user will know? How they will understand कि हमारा application चल नहीं रहा है, right? They must be thinking कि हमने कुछ गलती कर दी, right? So you have to show some message, what we call as error, right? So this message, which is in string right now, will be shown on that screen, right? Exception as failed to load weather data, right? So that should be human readable. Okay, in इसके अलावा भी अगर स्टार्टिंग में भी कुछ होता है, ओके, within before this, so we have a failed to connect to weather services. Okay, before connecting to that service अगर कुछ होता है, तो we will be showing this. So that's why try catch, and then after what अगर हम connect कर जाते हैं, then we will be getting in here. Okay, and we have this, right? Because the user flow should not be broken. Let's suppose we don't show anything here. What happens? They will know nothing. Okay, blank page, white screen. The user will like, उसको तो नहीं समझ आ रहा है कि what is happening in with my app, right? So yeah, that's why we have errors, and things are very important. Sometimes you will see on Amazon like dog का dog ऐसे like एक image आ जाता है, right? In uh, splash splash, I guess. Huh, splash में uh, we have a good like they show their splash or dribble में, I guess. So they show their designs, right, in 404 written, right? So yeah, yeah, la of tech. So basically, I can show you a good example in things, but this is a basic information or concept which may be boring sometime, but this is very important. So yeah, so I can show you the, like, 10 tens of games, right? I don't like worry, but Google game, understood. Priyanshu, what do you mean by Google game? As in with the provider or API? Hmm. Okay. Okay. See, model. So let's break down our what our AI is doing. Okay. Jumping dragon. Nice, nice. Okay, I have already let's understood the concept only. Okay, Priyanshu. So what we have here is model. Okay, parameter क्या क्या लिया है? What you have taken? Target number, attempts, message, is game over? Boolean में obviously is game over or not, right? And let's run it and hot restart because enter your guess. 24. Make a guess the number. Okay, this is, I don't know which game it is, but yeah. So now, like, use a free random API and random to get a random number, allows players to make guesses and provides feedback to high low. Keep track of the number attempts, shows a congratulatory message when the correct number is guessed. Okay, so you have to guess from 1 to 100 which number it is. Okay, so I don't know, like, the probability I have to try for like 100 times, I guess. So yeah, this is a basic game. Okay, but let's understood like the folder structure and how things worked right here. Providers, okay, screens. Okay, let's go one by one. We have a main dot. Let's accept everything first, accept all, remove this thing. Okay, okay, cool. So let's understand one by one what we have in our screen right now. Okay, we have a title. Okay, okay, what we will be doing, I will be considering, हम लोग थोड़ा सा जो रिस्पॉन्स है वो भी हम साइड बाय साइड ले लेते हैं. ओके, सो वी विल बी अंडरस्टूड वेल. यस, हाँ, हियर वी हैव. ओके, just the number and our code is here. Cool. Okay, let's start everything, right? So now you will see the guess the number game is a title, right? Can you see in this? No, because it is here. Okay, we have material app, and under this we have defined the how to create notification in the app. So you will be needing you will be need third party package as well for that as well. Okay, we have a Firebase supporting, right, for that. And like you can do in app, and lots of things are there. And first let's focus the basic thing, and I will show you the package as well. Okay, theme data is defined, then we can jump to game screens. Okay, we are done with this. Okay, game screen is here in screen, right? We have a two screens only. Weather screen we have already used, so let's delete, not confuse. Okay, we have, okay, cool. We have a game screen. Okay, so folks, what we have here is state is here, because that's a stateful widget. In override we are using the guess control, तो logic हमारा है, but after that we are disposing it. So let's suppose you have used something, right, and you have kept in the memory. Okay, you are not disposing it. What it will do in long term, it will ruin our memory space, right? What we need, like uh, in our daily basis, we like the storage problem is like very basic thing, right? So we face a lot. So in application term also we have to think in that way. So whenever you are done with the like use, you have to dispose, right? As a Flutter developer, I suffer a lot to learn this. I wish I, what you suffer a lot, please explain so I can help you. Okay, uh, okay, so then we have blank screen, right? To draw our canvas, what we have is app bar, and here we have app bar with the text as guess the number. Action button, okay, action button is guess controller dot clear. If in case you see, we have same here, right? What it is doing, on pressed start a new game, right? Refresh, I guess we have refresh button as well. Okay, okay, it is hidden under this. Okay, cool. So yeah, we have a refresh icon on top right, then we have a body, right? Same things, consumer, we have using provider, so game provider. Okay, then let's directly jump to the logic part. If game state is game over, text field, okay, guess controller is controlling everything here from here. Okay, and else please enter a valid number. Okay, if our guess is okay, if not, please enter number between 1 to 100, what it is showing, right? If else part, then we have a button, right? We have a start new game button, and then it will be clearing everything, right? And then play again. Okay, but what we haven't seen in our thing, because it wasn't on screen, is this thing, right? This two thing what we have here. Okay, okay, so we have all the logic here, right? To try, okay, make a guess, right? Okay, the model is here, and the service from which we are using the API call, right? Everything is here only. Okay, let's deep dive in it. Okay, the base URL is here. Okay, it is calling a future, what we are expecting? Int, because we are getting not strings, right? Get random number, again try catch to catch the error, right? Random number from this URL, okay, base URL plus this, right? Let's add here. So cool. If in case we will be open, so we will be getting the same. Yeah, see, so it is just, if in case we will hit this, we will be getting the random numbers, right? Yeah, then if in case we are good 200, then return int parse response dot body, right? If हमारा like API is connected, everything is good, but something is happened, right? Through exception, fail to load random numbers, right? But our API is not connected, then it will be showing this. Okay, we can give like return error as well here. Okay. And you can give a container as well, anything you can, right? Which is not a good thing, obviously. That's not explaining the error, so that's why we are showing this. So it will be falling under local random number, because that's the basic logic, right? So that's why, right? Done, right? The service is here, it will be starting from that, right? But where we are using it in our code, right? See, game services here. So we are calling here, from here we are going to this, and we are adding the models as well. Okay, model is defined here. Okay, which we are calling again in this, right? We are using this two files in initially, right, to get the data, and then we are getting these things, right? But where we have used this game provider, what we have here is, see, so context, in the context the logic will be there, right? So whenever you are calling this start new game, right, it is not coming from here, right? It is already defined in this, right? We are passing the context and we are fetching the start new game, and we have lots of things, right? Make a guess, that if in case you want to see in Mac, just command tab, right? It will be get you there. So if in case you want to call the particular logic, okay, game provider, okay, where we are getting the name, because that's written there, right? So that's why you need to define purposefully, okay, what we are doing, right? Make a guess. Okay, can we use another thing? Yeah, start a new game, right? So folks, if in case you will see a thing, okay, it is highlighted in red. Okay, why it is highlighting in red? Make a guess. Because we are expecting something from here. What we are expecting, folks? We are expecting int guess, right, as a parameter. That's why it is asking for that, and we can pass this as int, right? Here we go, right? After that, clear, and this is to go, right? Let's run again, and let's for like, hmm, let me show you a error as well, if everything works. just show the error. So just experiment, like folks. So did you understand the snack bar? So it is a basic example of it. So yeah, I know the 1 200 may we have a 12 number, but yeah, because we have done this purposefully, so it is giving us, right? Something is wrong. Okay, I guess you are talking about the error, I guess. Okay, if in case everything is good, guess, and hot reload done, make a guess. Guess hot reload is not completed, so let hot restart, because that's a, okay, we need that, right? Good. Done, folks. We have used so far everything, right? From login screen, we have created yesterday login screen, and right now we have created like API call for game, right? And we have done CRUD operation as well, right? We have done with the state management, right? And like we have done with the API calling with HTTP. Okay, so we have a DO. So, folks, we have HTTP a best package, but if in case you want to intercept API, right? Again, I guess you something is you mean to say error, right? Yeah, the app is working. So let's test now. If in case we will be typing that 12, I hope it will be work, right? It will not give the snack bar. Yeah, right. That's working fine. So we have another package called as DO, right? DO package. Okay, so why we use this is you want to intercept, uh like let's suppose you are getting the response, right? So you want to basically intercept in between, right? So we have like to another level, I can say you can play with your data in another level, right? HTTP is a basic thing, but we have a lots of things here. Let me show you example. So yeah, do.get query parameters. Okay, you can see the routes as well, right? What you want to request, right? Future, if in case you are waiting for token, right? uh, yeah, so we have a lots of things. Get response from stream, right? Form data, like we have a like lots of things here. But if in case in same way here we don't have lots of things to play with, right? Basic things you can do: retrying request, choosing implementation, right? Caching is not available. Okay, we can do basic things here, but if in case you want to play a lot, like see, if in case you want like some timer to be set, so you can do. Okay, you can go through it. Okay, if in case you are learning right now, right? So for now you can play around in and around with the HTTP, But if in case you must like in developer thing, you have to go to like to use with D only, right? See, we have lots of examples, hundreds of ideas, right? See, how many of you know this? How many of you know why like I'm highlighting this? Because sometimes you don't want to directly get the like for security purposes as well, right? You don't want that, right, to be happen, right? So sometimes you want to redirect from somewhere just for the security purpose, right? So yeah, that's where this do package is very useful. Okay, for now like it's all good. Folks, do you have any doubts related to this particular module 8 to okay 8 to till here? No, I guess we have started from 7. Yeah, 7 to 8. Named route, managing state, to do, and we have already done with the quiz. So someone was asking the job things, right? So we have like 4 minutes left. You can ask whatever like so yeah, I was explaining internships, right? So in Flutter we have like if in case you have good opportunities in Flutter, yeah, we have, but you have to be a pro at it, right? The competition is very much growing, kind of like anything in every field. But if in case you have created a good product, like end to end product, right? So what I mean by that, create things which I can relate as an CEO. Let's suppose I have a gaming company, right? So I have created a Mario end-to-end game, right? So that's I can see you are the best candidate for me, right? So you are using that skill from learning that stage to okay. So you have done this, right? You have created a particular game. So you should be understanding the whole concept as well. So with vibe coding, you can do within a 1 day, but he will ask you a cross question, then you will start, right? So just understand the concept and do whatever AI coding and things, and you can use Gemini, OpenAI, and everything. But first learn the concepts, what you are writing, what you are typing, right? Yeah, I guess we don't have lots of question. How much Flutter do I need to get an internship? That's not on me, obviously. Like that's on the company which they are hiring. So sometimes basic I should say. So 1 to 2 project you should be like already doing, right? So you can, what you can do, create a dynamic resume, right? Let's suppose you are approaching to a trading or a fintech company, right? So you can make already you should, to be honest, you should have 4 to 5 application in different domains. Okay, so let's suppose you are going for fintech, so just put that application as in top, right? And go through everything, right? What packages we use in fintechs, right? What API security services we have in there, right? We have SHA. I created chat bot like ChatGPT using HTTP package and Gemini API key. Yeah, yeah, that's not a big thing, because that's not, you're not going for a open AI, obviously, right? So just think of an as an CEO, what or what, why they are hiring an intern, right? So think in that way to create fintech application end to end, deploy it on Play Store. That will cost you something around somewhere around 15, I guess, I don't remember, but it's very cheap, I guess $25, right? So deploy an app store, Play Store. Okay, so the biggest criteria I have seen so far is they ask about at least two or three application on Play Store or App Store, right? App Store will be like very hefty amount you have to pay every year. So best way, go with the flow and put application on, at least have a website, right, created on that, right? And Netlify is free and things. So yeah, at least you can show the what you have done, right? So in Flutter you can do that as well, and put at least one application on Play Store at least. I have a three application, but not good at backend. Okay, so in Flutter, you don't need actually backend. You need that knowledge to integrate, how to integrate that, but you actually don't need that as in backend knowledge. To be honest, you just need that API, Laravel, and things. We have a how to integrate. That's it. You don't need that backend or Python or Java, whatever, right? Go like we use a lot. Priyanshu. I hope it's clear. Folks, we have a 1 minute. So yeah, these 3 days, I hope you all are enjoyed. We have created lots of games, chess, Ludo, and whatnot. Today we have again created, and I will be trying for sure the Dragon game, right? I hope the 3 days were good. Okay, and again, reminder. So if in case you have still have doubt, you can anytime reach out to me with this snack bar, right? White snack bar, just free, of course. And for internship, so, like I don't have right now internships as an internship. You can, I have like HR's connection, and sometime I have a LinkedIn. I have a very active LinkedIn page. So if in case I will, so I am posting there on LinkedIn. So yeah, and if in case you have another doubts or someone directly put a Gradle error on that this, don't actually don't do this. You can ask me directly on LinkedIn, so that will be a good way, right? So yeah, if in case you have a like you need to talk with me, then use a talkmate. Okay, thanks. It was a great session. Okay, thanks. Okay, I hope it was clear. And any day you can reach out to me and go through contribution like what I am doing, and you can any day if in case you are aligning in that particular uh, field and things. I do lots of stuff. So yeah, you can reach out to me any day. Okay, okay, folks. It was a good time, 3 days. Okay, if in case still you can already connect Prashant Ardalai from any social media. You can connect it with me, and yeah, thanks, folks. Bye. Good night.